Hey there, today I'm working with the Project Life Design F pockets, and this is my go-to for the monthly kind of pockets. I have my photos printed from the Collect app, and that is the app that I use to add my journaling to and print it out in this Polaroid style. It's really cool. Once you have your journaling in the app, you can select the whole month, send those to your Dropbox, and then I usually print them from there in Photoshop Elements. So this is the July 2018 kit from Elle Studio that I'm working with. It has a lot of awesome colors, the blues, teals, greens. Um, I would say it's probably more of a masculine sort of color scheme, but I really love it. I really love this little tag down here, the 3x4 inch tag that has the square in it, and that is perfect for adding an extra photo to, like you can see I did there. So lots of teal, lots of blue, but you can see that it really matches the photos that I'm documenting this month. And what I'm documenting right now is the month of June in 2017. I'm just looking at how my colors are dispersed here on my layout, and you can see a lot of teal. I have two spots of orange right here in the top corner and the bottom right hand corner, and what I want to do is kind of balance that with some over here on this teal. And you know, orange and teal, they just really work so well together, so that's really going to pop on that 4 inch by 6 inch tag. Now these are the I've got the summer months all mixed up. These are the July labels, and I'm just going to cut the orange tag out of here, and you can see that they have these little kind of notches on the corners. So I'm going to cut those off to match the design of those little tags. I love the size of these. They're really, really perfect for adding just a little bit of journaling or a smaller title, subtitle sort of thing. But look how much that just balances the page just with adding that little bit of orange. It really balances those three bits of orange. And now you have a visual triangle there. So once I get all the tags placed on my pockets, the next thing I like to do is go for the die cuts in the kit. Now this is a good way to use your kit contents first before you grab anything else. So just stick to the tags first, then go to the die cuts to see what you can fill in. So what I'm doing here is essentially just seeing what colors fit. I really don't want to add any more orange because I have that awesome visual triangle going on right there. I love that little snapshot heart die cut, and I like how in this photo I have that sunburst, and it's kind of covering up a not so nice part of that picture, somebody's garage door. So if I use that there, it kind of follows that line of the sunburst in my photo. So I really like that. So I'm really searching for colors here. There are a couple of really tiny little die cuts in the kit. So here I'm making another visual triangle with green. You can see that little banner, the little heart at the top left, and the green um, phrase bubble up on the right. So next I'm going to add my journaling. So what I've done is I've measured my journaling tags and the space that I have in each of them. And I've gone ahead and printed out my journaling in Photoshop Elements and put them all on a single sheet of paper to see if I can make this work. So I'm going to hold this sheet of paper up against my window with the daylight coming in, and after I hold it up against the window, I'm going to place my journaling tag perfectly so that when I run it back through my printer, it will print in the correct spot. So I've done that one. I'm going to go ahead and adhere all of my other journaling tags on here. Okay, while I'm waiting on my printer to print, I just noticed that that little orange die cut tag would be perfect for holding the month. Now, these are the monthly puffy stickers, and I love their font. I love that they are white, so you can color them any color you wish. And I had been using them in gold, but you know what? I don't think gold would work for this layout. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave them white. At least instead of being the same color every month, they can be the same font and design. I don't think it's going to be a big deal for me to switch it up for June. So I'm just adding those to this orange little label here. And this is great. This is an X-Acto knife, but it's great for getting out the little tiny pieces in the middle of the E's and the A's. So I'm just going to go ahead and get that out. There we go. So here are my journaling tags. You can see here that my printer moved a little bit. So that's a bummer. So there is part of a word on my teal journaling tag. Now, when I lined that up before, that was not going to happen, but sometimes when the printer pulls that paper in, it might not get it exactly where you had planned on getting it. So this is just one of those things that, you kind of have to deal with as a paper crafter. Not everything can be perfect. So I'm just going to go ahead and get the temporary adhesive off the back and slide these into pockets and see what I can do to fix that issue. So the word phrase, the speech bubble tag is one of my favorites this month, but I didn't need to put something in each of the bubbles in terms of journaling. So I'm going to use them to add a little bit of embellishment. And the summer puffy stickers, the heart ones, are the perfect colors to match with everything in this kit. So those are pretty awesome. I've also grabbed some of the pool time wood veneer. The one that says I love summer is perfect for lining up with the sidewalk in my photo. And the taking time to relax is awesome for that photo of my daughter lying on the pool float too. So this layout is definitely feeling really balanced. You can see on the tag that had accidentally printed the words at the top there. I just moved that green asterisk banner that I had placed on the photo. I just moved that over to the left to cover that up. And I really like how that looks. So on this multicolored blue and teal tag, I'm going to grab the noteworthy puffy stickers and put the happiness found here. I love that that puffy sticker takes up that negative space there that I had from my journaling. And I'm just going to add a couple of puffy heart stickers to the left of that. And I really think that that's all that that tag needs. It's really, really cute. I love how that's turned out. So on this one, I'm going to bump up my photo with a couple of dimensional stickers. I hate to use two more on here, so I'm just going to cut one in half. And I'm going to place that photo right in the center there so you can see a little bit of that teal outline around it. And I'm going to cover up my printing mistake with this banner sticker, this banner die cut, sorry, and add two tiny staples. How cute is that? Love it. that was a happy mistake. I usually think that most mistakes are happy mistakes, but that was an especially happy one. So these are the Jane alphabet stickers, and this month we have two new colors, navy and teal. And I'm going to add a mini title here with the navy ones. There are 3 of these arrow die cuts in the kit this month, and I just love them. I wish I could have 100 more because I just love the way that they subtly point to a photo. Like that highlight of today tag with the arrow pointing to the photo of the kids having a great time. Just perfect. So I'm pulling out the highlight stamp. This is an awesome stamp this month, and it really goes with some of the tags in the July kit. And what I want to add up here is an asterisk in the teal speech bubble. I have a lot of hearts, and I have an asterisk on my green banner at the bottom, so I want to add some more asterisks in here. So I've grabbed the Coastal Cabana ink from Stampin' Up! To add my asterisks to this speech bubble here. And there we go. So that tag is complete, and I love the way that looks. Even if my journaling is slightly off and is touching the edge of the speech bubble, I'm going to just ignore that because the rest of it I just love. And I'm looking on here if there's anything else I can add, especially to that 4" by 6" tag. I'm checking out these lines, like the one that says date, currently. This wood veneer is so great. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's just the perfect size for adding to pockets. Don't be afraid to use stuff like this in your pockets because they're not too thick. I'm going to keep that snapshot circular die cut just there and attach it with a mini stapler. So that pocket's done. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this Taking Time to Relax wood veneer piece. This is from the Pool Time wood veneers. The thing I love about pockets is that you can, place your photos inside the pockets and then lay everything out the way you want them to make sure it's going to look awesome before you actually commit to it. And I also love that satisfaction of when you get a card completely finished, just sliding it in the pocket and saying, yep, that's done. So I'm just checking out my highlight stamp here to see if there's anything else I want to add. I love that little long kind of tab there with the heart. This is what I would call the moving and fussing part of my process, when I'm just adding those last little details to the layout, going back through what I have on my table. So the book love tag is going in the pocket. That one's all done. So I'm nearly complete here. I just have really the top left corner and the bottom right corner. So let's finish up that 4" by 6" tag. I'm going to adhere the monthly label there with some dimensional adhesive. and then slide that die cut in next to it. And the cute little green die cut there. Now, even though that's a different hue of green than what I have in the other two spots on my visual triangle, it still reads as green across the page, so it works. I'm pulling out my highlight stamp again. I want to put something below that blue die cut at the top. So with the Coastal Cabana ink, I'm just going to pull this back up so that I don't accidentally get ink on there. I'm stamping this and month, and you can see that I cut apart the stamp in the highlight stamp just so that I could do this, and I have no issues doing that because that means that I can stamp them any way I want to. So be sure to try that out. If you have a long phrase, you only want half of it, then sometimes it's a good idea to just cut it apart. There we go. I'm going to call that pocket done. Now, this bottom right pocket, that needs a stamp as well. And these are the everyday phrases stamps. I love that they come in like the dark background, the color background, and the clear background. So negative and a positive. And I'm using the Having a Blast stamp on this one. And I'm going to stick with the Coastal Cabana ink. I'm using smooth cardstock here. That's Coconut Swirl from Basil. It's my favorite kind of true white smooth cardstock. And since that was the first time I've stamped that, I'm going to do it again. I have quite a wet stamp pad here too, because it's a new one. So there we go. Look how awesome that looks when it is put against that orange. It just really makes it pop. Pops it off the page. And I'm going to use some dimensional strips here. And that is the perfect way to fill up that kind of gap there. And lastly, I'm going to see if I can add any more puffy heart stickers. Again, these are the summer mix puffy heart stickers. You can also find the spring mix in the shop. This currently tag is feeling a bit bare to me. So I'm just going to grab some of the vellum asterisks this month. These come in a pack with both vellum and wood veneer asterisks, and they're so fun. They're such a great embellishment. They're awesome for adding on with a glue dot or even a mini stapler. So I'm just seeing which color I want to add here, either the green or the yellow. And I'm going to go with the lime green. I love that they're vellum so that you don't have to worry about covering anything up. And it's kind of a fun touch when you add a little crisscross with your mini stapler there. And to add a little bit of yellow, I'm just going to grab a yellow puffy heart sticker, stick that in. And I'm also going to go ahead and put my 4" by 6" tag in the pocket. And then my final tag at the bottom right corner. So there we go. Just seeing if there's anything I'm missing here. These are the everyday phrases wood veneer, and I love having a little piece of wood veneer there in that photo because the table is a wood grain, so it really fits in with that table. It also balances with some of the wood veneer that I have on the page. I have kind of one in each row now. This printing mistake on the book love tag was definitely a happy accident because I love the way that it turned out. The colors this month are really fantastic and worked so well with my photos. I love the orange, how it pops on that teal, and I loved using that highlight stamp to add just a few different phrases. How cool are those vellum asterisks? When paired with the asterisks throughout the kit and the puffy heart stickers and the wood veneer, it really made for the perfect summer page. It really exudes that kind of summer feel and it has a lot of energy. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you check out the Elle Studio July 2018 kit and extras to document your summer memories via the links in my video notes. And if you like what you see and you want to see more pocket page spreads, hit subscribe and don't miss out on any of my future videos. Happy creating!